Hey, it's Cheryl from Home Am I Making. I wanted to come on tonight and show you a cute spring craft with my felt flowers that I made yesterday. So let me get you on Facebook and we'll start in a second. So what I'm going to do tonight is I'm going to start with it's an MDF wreath. It's like kind of like particle board. So that's what I'm going to start with. And then I'm going to take a piece of craft paper. So right now I'm trying to use things that we have in the house or in your craft stash. Again, you can adapt this always to what you have on hand right now. So I'm going to use this paper. Let's see. It's a little springy craft paper. And I'm going to cover my MDF board with that. So the first thing I'm going to have to do is trace it out. So as you're hopping on, let me know that you're here so I can welcome you to the page. Hi, Carol. Hey, first time with me. How are you? I'm Cheryl from Home Am I Making, where I inspire you to create a surrounding you love. Hi, Sylvia. How are you? Patricia. So I'm going to start with this MDF ring wreath, and then a piece of craft paper. So what I'm going to do is cut that out first, and then I'm going to glue it to my wreath. Again, you can adapt this to, if you have material, you can use material. If you have craft paper, you could use craft paper. And if you don't have a wreath like I have, just adapt it to a wreath that you do have. Again, these are just some inspiration pieces and you can do whatever you want. Hi, Ann. How are you? Happy Saturday. Hi, Kim. I actually had to wait for the sun to come down to start tonight because, like I tell you, I have a window right there, and the sun sets right on that side of the house. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut this out, and then I'm going to put it on top of the wreath. And if you watched last night, thank you, Cynthia. I'm like obsessed with paper now. I never did any card making ever, which is weird because you would think I would have done that. But I do love paper. So I just wanted to make a hole in that so I could start to cut the inside out. So if you guys watched last night, I'm going to actually use those felt flowers that I showed you how to make last night on this project. So I'm not going to go ahead and show you how to make the felt flowers because I did them last night in the tutorial. So you could always refer back to the way that they were made. And then I have the other tutorials up in the video section of all the felt flowers that I make. All the felt flowers are hand cut. I don't sew, I don't have a Cricut. So we do them by hand. Last night's flower was a new addition to my flower stash. So there you go. That's what I'm going to start with right now. Thank you, Kim, for liking my felt flowers. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to glue it. I'm not going to use hot glue. I'm going to use a glue stick because hot glue sometimes leaves bumps under things that are flat. So I didn't want to put hot glue on here right now. I'm just going to use glue stick so that it lays flat and doesn't have bumps underneath it. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cover that. And so that's where I'm at right now. Got that. So again, you could use any type of paper. I'm going for a spring theme, so that's why I am using the spring paper. So the next thing I'm going to do is, last night I showed you these flowers that I was making, and I am going to use them today on a project. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to lay them out where I think that they need to go before I glue it, so that I'm going to stick it like that, so that when I go to glue them, I know where I want them to go. So I think I'm going to put them like this for starters. And I did kind of match up to the fabric, the paper that I have on there. Can you see that? So I'm going to start with that right now. And I am going to add some little felt leaves that I cut out. All I do is I cut them out by hand from my favorite color felt that I get at Joann's for the leaves. But before I glue anything, I want to kind of give it a little bit of a where I'm going to put everything, so that I know exactly where the leaves are going to go and exactly where the flowers are going to go. I did cut these leaves out. Some of them are with a pinking shear, and some of them are regular. So I have different types. Just gives it a little bit more texture. I do that on my flowers too. So let me see. I'm going to see if I can build it up, and then I will glue it where I think I want it to go. Okay. So far I'm going to start the gluing process from this point, because there's a reason why I'm putting those over there, and you'll see in a second. These flowers were fun to make. I already had a viewer that made them. They're super simple. No sewing and no Cricut needed. Okay, so that's what I'm going to start with to first, and then I'm going to go ahead and put some of my leaves in there, and then here. If you guys noticed, I stopped using my Ryobi glue gun. I couldn't take it. It was burning my hands too much. So I'm going to my $3 Joann's glue gun. So that's what I have so far. Can you see it? So we got all the strings in there. So we got the felt flowers that we make by hand, a little MDF wreath. Again, you can do this on a regular wreath, and you don't have to, you know what? I ordered it online. Kim, I ordered the wreath online. I believe it was through Joann's, where I get a lot of my stuff. They have a lot of different stuff online, Joann's does, but it's almost like Amazon. When you order it, it comes from all different places now. It doesn't come from Joann's. It's kind of weird, but that's what's happening. So I'm just going to go and I'm going to stick some of these where I think I want them before I glue them. So is everybody having a good Saturday night? Adapting to being inside. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna glue these right here. I spent all day cleaning and crafting, and I even got a chance to take a nap. Okay, so far, that's what I got. Okay, the felt flowers on there. You bet you can make it out of cardboard. Absolutely can make it out of cardboard. Because this is MDF, so you could definitely make it out of cardboard. Especially nowadays, you know, if that's what you have, that's what you have. I happen to have this, but if I had to make it out of cardboard, I would definitely do that. Especially since the paper is going to cover it, you would never even know it's cardboard under there, which is a great thing. So I think I got them all on there. So that's what I have so far. And believe it or not, I looked at my craft stash and guess what I had? I had buttons that would match. See? So I was thinking, that's why I put the leaves that far up, because I thought, let me go ahead and put some buttons in here to add to the look of these flowers. So I'm going to go ahead and glue them on top of the flower. I wanted to extend the flowers so that the leaves, so that the flowers wouldn't compete with the pattern of the paper. So I just happen to have the right colors that match this piece of paper. Or I probably matched the paper to the buttons. That was more like it. So there you go. Thank you, Cal. So that's what I got so far. So we have the MDF, and then I just put the craft paper on top of it. I didn't even finish the back or the inside or anything. I just wanted to leave it just like that. And then I put the felt flowers that I did yesterday in a tutorial that are hand cut on there. And then I added some buttons in the colors scheme of the paper. So I think one more thing I'm going to do, thank you for the hearts, guys. One thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add just a pink little hanger on this. This tool is actually from the Dollar Tree. Sometimes they do have good stuff. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to hang it like this. And do you think I should put a bow up here in this material so that when it hangs it's got a bow on it? What do you think? Or should I leave it just like that? What is your guys' suggestion? I think the pink picks up the pink flowers and a little bit of the pink on the paper. So do you think I should put a bow at the top? I'll show you what I was thinking. I don't have to glue it if we don't want to do it. So I just thought I'd make a simple bow. And we'll see if we'll add it to the hanger. This ribbon is wired, so it makes a nice bow. I'm not a good bow maker, but I mean I can make a regular bow. So what do you think? Thank you, Kathy. Should I put it on there? Let me see. Let me see if I can get this made, then we'll try it. Okay. So what do you think? Let's cut out little things at the bottom first. Go like that. What are these called? I can never remember what the that cut is. Dovetail? Dovetail. Is that it? As I said it, I remembered it. Okay, so let's see. Do you think we should add this somewhere along here? So tell me if we should we add it there? Like that? Or should I add it up here at the top? Which way? Which way you think? Let me know what your suggestions are. I don't know if this competes with the flowers too close to there or it's better up there. So what are you guys thinking? Dovetail. Thank you, Suzanne. Can't remember nothing. So what do you think? Should I do it at the top or should I do it closer to the project? For some reason, I'm thinking I should do it up here. Just so that it could hang. If you see that, can you see it? I think if I do it too close to here, it competes with everything that's going down there. So, I'm going to do it up at the top. So I'm going to take a little bit of hot glue. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to roll this just to give it more stability, like that. And then I'm going to glue that onto there. Let's see. And then we'll just fluff it out and we'll go like that. So there you go. What do you think? A quick little wreath. Again, somebody suggested you could use cardboard. That would be a great idea for utilizing what we have at home. And then you could put your craft paper on top of that. Even if you needed to glue a couple of different rings of cardboard just to get it a little bit thicker like that, so it's a little bit more substantial. And then if you refer back to the felt flowers from yesterday's tutorial, you'll know how to make this type of felt flower. It's up there in the video section. And then I just added some buttons, but add whatever you want. If you have pom-poms, if you have anything that matches the color of your craft paper, do that. Just add any embellishment at this point you have in your craft stash is what we're going to use. So there you go, a quick little spring wreath with my felt flowers. I was dying to figure out something to use them with. I really like that type of felt flower that we did yesterday. Very easy, no sew, and no cricket. So there you go. It's a little wreath that we can hang on the door for spring. And the nice colors match the paper. So there you go. If you enjoyed this video, I'd appreciate it if you shared it. Thank you guys for the hearts. And if you haven't already liked and followed my page, I would appreciate it if you did that. And I'll be back tomorrow with another craft. Thinking as we go. I'm going to be using anything in my craft stash because as of Monday, we will not be able to go anywhere for crafts, except online. But I'm going to use what I have at home because I have enough. Says every crafter, never. So thank you for watching me. Thank you, Julie. Thank you, Sylvia. Thank you, Suzanne. And thank you for the hearts. So I'll be coming on tomorrow with another springy craft, probably. Actually, it's not going to be springy. Yeah, it is going to be springy. It's probably going to be Eastery, though, because I still want to use my bunny stencils. So I might show you something with that tomorrow. Oh, Teresa, thank you for watching the live videos. I appreciate it. I appreciate each and every one of you for coming on here and watching me and showing an interest in being creative. I think this is a great time for us creatives. Gives us a little reprieve from what's going on and keeps our mind occupied. So get some felt before you're in lockdown and make some felt flowers, and I'll come up with some more ideas for us to do them by hand for those of us that don't have a Cricut. So that'll be, can't go wrong with bunnies. I know, bunnies are my favorite. And the bunny stencil that I have is really cute, but yes, it helps with the craziness. Oh, Karen, are you going to do it? You're making the wool houndstooth flower. I want to see that. So don't forget to include that in one of my posts and a picture. I want to see what you're doing with that. That's such a great idea. And it is a great idea. One of my followers, Karen, who's on here right now, has vintage clothing. And she had a houndstooth pattern in wool. And she's going to do the felt flowers with the wool. So we've got to stay tuned and see if she posts a picture. Oh, and she'll post it in my flower tutorial, the one from yesterday. So I really appreciate it. Is that the type of flower you're going to do, the one from yesterday, with that wool felt, Karen? That's going to be so cool. And that's such a great idea. Teresa says she can't wait to see Karen. That's going to be a great idea. You know, it's funny. My kids just cleaned out their closet, and I noticed there's some flannel in there. So, that might be something too. So thanks for the idea, Karen. But yeah, definitely show us, and thanks for sticking around and watching the spring wreath tutorial with our new design in the felt flowers. that I showed you yesterday. So thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Denim would work too. Do you know what, Joni? I'm saving that for like July 4th and Memorial Day. I do have denim that I'm going to be using because I think that's going to go good with red, white, and blue. But yeah, that would be great. And they have a rolled flower you can do with denim too, so we'll be working on that eventually too, because I like flowers. So thank you guys for watching me. Thank you for hanging out tonight. I hope all is well. I hope everybody finds some crafting bone in their body at this point. If not, stick around. We'll do some more videos, and when everything goes well and you can get out to the craft stores, we can create some of these creations. So thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Like and follow my page if you just got on, and if you feel like you want to spread it, please do so. Thank you guys. Have a nice evening.